when I heard him singing, she's real fine, my four, it cracked me up.
That record to me is so quaint, and it's so cool, and we got off so bad listening to him play the guitar, and we all jumped up and were applauding and giving him a standing ovation when we...
Table for one. We've got an audience of one here. Steve, thank you for showing up. Hey, we'll take any audience we can get. I'll tell you what, some of my favorite TV shows were the old country shows where they would actually, it was the cameraman who would be, maybe one or two cameramen would be clapping, and they'd say thank you very much, and it gives you somebody to play off of. But of course we're playing to who knows how many thousands of people out there all over the world. We got people online. I see right on the screen it says people online from as far away as Australia and Scotland. Oh.
Idaho, England?
Idaho, not Idaho, England. It would be Idaho, and England. There we go. All right. I never heard of Idaho. I never heard of Idaho, England. But welcome everybody to the show. Some Scottish folks. Well, that's great. I tell you what, when I got some great advice from a Scottish fellow once. He said, now once you start getting popular, you can't rest on your laurels. You got to practice. I think maybe we just lost the folks from Scotland.
Click.
They might click. They might not have enjoyed that, but I thought I'd throw that in there. And we're answering all your requests, folks. Of course, we're playing for tips here. Facebook is allowing us to play for gratuities, and that's how we get by now. That's what puts gas in the tank and food on the table. Because of, as you know, this whole thing's been very difficult for musicians with the COVID and all that. And, she said, let's play a song. I want to make a couple of announcements first. So we do appreciate that. You can go to Venmo on your screen or PayPal to tip, the electronic tip jar. Tanya, why don't you tell them about YouTube?
Yeah,
here.
If you're watching on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date on all our upcoming shows. Each one of them's different.
All right.
Thank you. Next show will be Wednesday at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Very good. Well, let's get this thing back in gear with a song that we do get a lot of requests for, and it's the first song I ever recorded, one of the first I ever wrote. I write most of the songs you hear tonight, but this was one of the first ones I wrote, and as I said, my very first recording as a solo artist. It's on a little record with a big hole in the middle. You know what I mean, 45 RPM. Here we go. Got to get up every morning just to say good night to you. Hope you enjoy this one. Out all night with some strange guy waking me up at 5:30. Seemed like staying out late is all you do. It's getting pretty plain to see the night owl you turned out to be. I gotta get up every morning just to say goodnight to you. Well, one look at those bloodshot eyes and my head starts to hurt. You're coming home with alibi. Get up for work. I had as much as a man can take, so baby quit staying out so late. I gotta get up every morning just to say goodnight to you. Alarm clock rings and there you are, falling out of someone's car. Told me you'd be home at 2:30. The break of dawn is your best friend. I'm telling you, gal, this better end. I gotta get up every say goodnight to you. For you to change your schedule is something that I doubt. Every day I punch the time clock about the same time you pass out. My morning coffee's your nightcap, a little all-night maniac. I gotta get up every morning just to say goodnight to you. I gotta get up every morning just to say goodnight to you. Just to say goodnight to you. All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Very good. Got to get up every night. Every morning, I should say, just to say goodnight to what's left of you, darling. Oh, well, thank you, Steve. Yeah, the old tuning's going sharp on me already. It's the heat in this building. The heat makes all the instruments go sharp on you. Well, you're pretty sharp yourself. All right, so we are looking at folks who have already tipped us and made a request. I think Semi Crazy was requested by Sterling Begtel. So Sterling, we're going to try that for you. We got another request for a Honky Tonk Burned Down. Now, you said on the top of the line, the underside of the line. I'm going to do both of them. I'm trying to read Matt's code there on the screen. But top are okay. I got you. Well, let's get right to that Semi Crazy. Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to say anything. See if I can remember this. Just because I write them doesn't mean I can remember them. But maybe you can put some words up on the screen, Matt. That would help out. They say I gotta be half crazy to be doing what I do. Yeah, I'm a gear jamming, truck driving, slap happy, truck driving fool. I have a little shimmy in this cracker box Jimmy, but I ain't never cracked it up yet. I try to make a buck in this beat up truck, the more semi-crazy I get. 'Cause I'm semi-crazy. I gotta be half nuts to keep her running up and down the road in these semi-trucks. I might have half a mind to slow it down for a time, but I'm never gonna give it up till I'm pushing up daisies. I'll be semi-crazy. Truck driving fool who never finished school. I got my learning at the old truck stop. They said I won't amount to much when a gear shift and a clutch was the only education I got. I'm just an old blue collar, semi-crazy road scholar, and they tell me that I'm half insane. I've been driving so long, I got diesel in my blood and 90 weight all on my brain. 'Cause I'm semi-crazy. Gotta be half nuts. Keep her running up and down the road in these semi-trucks. to slow it down for a time, but I'm never gonna give it up till I'm pushing up daisies. I'll be semi-crazy. Here we go. Sounded kind of like a semi-truck, maybe. It's one for old Red Simpson right now. Everybody says I'm dingy because I'm too semi-crazy to stop. That's a handle that I'm stuck with, no matter if I like it or not. Through the desert and the mountains, the sunshine, the rain, and the snow. I'll be a double clutching daddy till I'm over the hill, and I'm never gonna take it slow, 'cause I'm semi-crazy. Gotta be half nuts to keep her running up and down the road in these semi-trucks. To slow it down for a time, but I'm never gonna give it up till I'm pushing up daisies. I'll be semi-crazy till they put me in the ground. They'll never shut me down till I'm 6 feet under. I'll be rolling thunder. Brother Red Simpson, are you out there? Well, we lost old Red a few years ago, but I wrote this song with him in mind to sing a duet with me on, and which he did for the Semi-Crazy titled album we recorded several years ago. So we're dedicated to the memory of old Red, all right? I'll be semi-crazy. Okay. Well, very good. We hope you enjoyed that request. And we're going to be answering a whole bunch more requests that you're putting in tonight. And we aim to please right here. She treats me fair and I never let her down. She treats me fair and I never let her down. No, sir. She's the gal from Oklahoma, they call her Sissy Brown. She's the sweetest little gal from Shelter to Brush Hill. She's the sweetest little gal from Shelter to Brush Hill. I'm proud to be her man, and I know I always will. She comes from Oklahoma where the grass grows high. I'm gonna stay with her till the day that I die. Till the day that I die. Till the day that I die. With the gal from Oklahoma till the day I die. Lonesome whistle blowing by old 75. Got a little carried away, and I hear a lonesome whistle blowing by old 75. That's Highway 75. It reminds me of my darling where she'd always lived her life. She comes from Oklahoma where the grass grows high. I'm gonna stay with her till the day that I die, till the day that I die. die. With a gal from Oklahoma till the day I die. Odelay, oh, odelay. She comes from Oklahoma where the grass grows high. I'm gonna stay with her till the day that I die, till the day that I die. Till the day that I die, with a gal from Oklahoma, till the day I die. Gal from Oklahoma. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks to everyone here that has joined us. We got a fan letter the other day, and it come pouring in. Okay, let's see what we got on the board here for some more requests. Oh, somebody named Lone Wolf. I got a feeling that's not his real name.
No, that's his.
Yeah, that's his YouTube handle, almost like a CB radio handle. Okay, he wants to hear Highway Patrol. Venom wearing denim, a guy named John Comer. Okay, we will do that for you. Little Town Square, Fuzzy Dice. I like that. Fuzzy Dice. Now, Mr. Dice, he shows up every show, Matt says. Huh?
Read everything that's on there.
What?
Don't read everything.
Why not? I like to read everything that's on there. It's kind of makes me feel connected to the fans. Fuzzy, we want to thank you very much. And let's go ahead and do that Highway Patrol, and then we'll do your requests, okay? This is for Lone Wolf, and then we'll get to Little Town Square for Mr. Fuzzy Dice. I love that handle. I got a star on my car and a one on my chest, a gun on my hip and the right to arrest. I'm the guy who's the boss on this highway, so watch out what you're doing when you're driving my way. If you break the law, you'll hear from me, I know. I'm working for the state on the Highway Patrol. You know me when you see me, 'cause my door's painted white, with my siren a-screaming and my flashing red light. I work all day and I work all night, just to keep in law and order, gonna do what's right. If I write you out a ticket, then you better drive slow. I'm just doing my job on the Highway Patrol. I'm the Highway Patrol, the Highway Patrol. My hours are long and my pay is low, but I'll do my best to keep you driving slow. I'm just doing my job on the Highway Patrol. Run too fast like you shouldn't do. You can bet your boots I'm coming after you. If you wanna race, then get on a racetrack. Or if you try to run away, I'm gonna bring you back. I'm here to keep all the speeders driving slow, just a doing my job on the highway patrol. Yeah, I'm the highway patrol, the highway patrol. My hours are long and my pay is low, but I'll do my best to keep you driving slow. I'm just a doing my job on the highway patrol. I'm just a doing my job on the highway patrol. On the highway patrol. All right. Thank you very much. One of our old standbys there that done real well for us over the years. The Highway Patrol. Or as they say in New Mexico, the Highway Patron. The boss. That means the boss, Tanya. That's nothing wrong with saying that.
I didn't say
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were checking my speech here. We have to be very careful about things we say. All right. I won't say any more about that than that. Okay? All right. Oh, this guy's giving a nice tip for some blues. Well, I don't play any blues, but I can make you feel bad. So it works out to the same thing sometimes. But I will try. I will try one of the blues. One of the bluesy selections that I have recorded. Let's see what we got. I'm going to go ahead and do Little Town Square for Mr. Dice, Mr. Fuzzy Dice. And I bet he's talking about those fuzzy dice hanging off of a 49 Mercury. That kind of fuzzy dice, yeah. And boy, I sure do remember those days. And they would always paint the name of the car. They'd have a little nickname for the, like Little Red Wagon or Little something. It was usually Little, like L-I-L apostrophe. And they'd put it right down there on that front quarter panel, right behind the front fender. And I don't know if anybody remembers that. It only lasted for a little while, late 50s, early 60s. But hey, I'm old. I remember that stuff. Okay, let's see if we can do this. This was written by me for the... Which album was that? I think it was Mixed Bag. Mixed Bag, yeah. Yeah, and the tempo was... Tempo needs to stay up on this. In the little town I grew up in the middle was a little town square. You could sit on the benches in the afternoon. All the kids used to hang out there. They all made fun of this one boy's looks, how he talked and how he wore his hair. They acted like they were all men of the world, and he was just the little town square. Little town square, little town square. He thought that's what they called him, 'cause he's always there, planting trees in the square in the center of town, wondering why the other kids run him down. Never got invited to parties. In fact, he never went anywhere. He just stayed fixing benches and planting little trees, what was good for the little town square. As the years went on, the other kids moved along and grew up their separate ways. But the little town square was always right there in the place where he got his name. Little town square, little town square. They've all moved away, but he still works there, planting trees in the square in the center of town. It's been a while, wondering why the other kids run him down. Forgive me, folks. Many years later, when his trees were gone, there was a car crash on the square. There was 5 people trapped in a smoking firebomb, with gasoline leaking everywhere. With his own set of tools, he rescued 5 drunken fools when a blast sent him flying through the air. And son of a gun, it was the very same ones had labeled him the Little Town Square. Little Town Square, Little Town Square. Now there's a monument sitting in the trees over there, dedicated to a hero from a town that cares. Now he's a long, long way from being the Little Town Square. There it is. I stumbled through it, but I made it through. As Ernest Tubbs said, well, the feeling was there, and we hoped you enjoyed that. Got a little fouled up on the words, but the feeling was definitely there. It's one of my favorite songs that I've written, I think. I like those little stories. Okay, well.
Cheryl Carson wants to hear peeling taters.
Well, we better answer that pretty quick.
Hi, Cheryl.
Cheryl, you've been so good to us. Thank you so much. Speaking of being good to us, folks, we are playing for tips tonight, as always, here on the Facebook Live shows, and we sure appreciate any donations you can put in that old electronic tip jar for Venmo and PayPal. Right there, the link is in the chat portion of your screen right there. If you have any trouble, Matt Riney, our trusted, I don't want to say knob man, man behind the controls, our technical supervisor who makes these shows possible. And
Our producer,
who we really appreciate. Matt will guide you through the process if you need some help, and thank you again, folks. We do appreciate those tips. All right, let's Facebook and YouTube. I'm sorry, I said Facebook, but we are broadcasting on YouTube now, and that's always great to welcome our YouTube subscribers and listeners. All right, well, let's go ahead and peel some taters, and hope those taters don't go flying all over. Don't go flying every which way. Sometimes I peel taters and I cut myself with a tater peeler. Don't want to be doing that. All right, here we go. morning, Taters. All right, off to a little rough start, but we managed to get in the tater peeling groove there, right? As the song ended, oh no, it wasn't quite that bad. Cheryl, we hope you enjoyed that performance of one of the songs that I wrote for is that also Mixed Bag? I'm not sure. No, that's Long Walk Back album. I believe that was on that, if I'm not mistaken. All right, well, I'll tell you what. It's time for something stupid. Stupid blues, that is. You stupid. Yeah, you're stupid all the time. You're stupid. Hey, stupid. You're stupid all the time. You don't quit acting stupid. You're gonna mess up what's left of your mind. And in your case, baby, you ain't that much to work with. You're drinking way too much liquor, and you're talking all out your head. You're drinking way too much liquor, and you're talking all out your head. You don't quit that drinking, pretty soon you're gonna be dead. It'll be too late then. listen to what I got to say. I hope you listen. I hope you're listening to what I gotta say. You gotta quit that drinking. Quit that drinking. Quit that drinking. And I'm gonna pray for you every day. Stupid, stupid blues. There it is, by request. Got a little carried away on that, but why not? That gives
Thank
us a
you,
chance
William.
to-
William
Was that
Dara.
William?
Yeah.
I thought it was another name. You had it above where it wrote there. No?
William Dara.
Okay, William, Mr. Dara. Thank you. Appreciate that. And we thank you for your generous YouTube super chat tip. Okay, well, he tipped twice, it looks like. Very good. That's why I played that so long, because I wanted to give him his money's worth. I managed to kill quite a bit of our show right there, but it was fun anyway. Stupid blues. Okay. All right. Well, here's a request for Venom wearing denim from John Comer. We're gonna do that for you right now, sir. Hope you enjoy this one. I wrote this for the Semi Crazy album, I believe. Okay. She's just Venom wearing denim. She's a viper dressed in blue. Tight fitting jeans are all she needs to put the bite on you. She's pretty, but she's poison like a copper-headed queen. She's just Venom wearing denim. She's a nightmare, not a dream. She slithers and she walks with no telling where she's been. She'll coil up beside you trying to shed her denim skin. Once she strikes a deadly bite and there's no antidote, she's just Venom wearing denim, boy, she'll go right for your throat. She's just Venom wearing denim. She's a viper dressed in blue. Tight fitting jeans are all she needs to put the bite on you. She's pretty, but she's poison like a copper-headed queen. She's just Venom wearing denim. She's a nightmare, not a dream. She'll start hissing when she's kissing, saying you're the only one. She'll tell you lies with beady eyes and a big long forked tongue. If you give that gal a diamond ring, you'll get a diamond back. She's just Venom wearing denim, boy, she's always making tracks. She's just Venom wearing denim. She's a viper dressed in blue. Tight fitting jeans are all she needs to poison like a copper-headed queen. She's just venom wearing denim. She's a nightmare, not a dream. She's just venom wearing denim. She's a nightmare, not a dream. All right, venom wearing denim. Oh, snaky getting jakey. I just made that up. All right. Yeah. Well, folks, this is a part of the show.
Right, tell them about the T-shirts.
Go ahead.
All right. We have T-shirts. We have the Junior Brown T-shirt down on the end that he's standing in front of that you can't see. And we have the Get Steel. And we have the Guitar Player magazine cover. And then we have the Junior. And the little U looks like a Get Steel. I think that's pretty cute. Anyway, go online. Yeah, it says Junior Brown on it. And we have hats and CDs. And Matt will put the link for you to go to the store. It's juniorbrown.com and go to the store. There you go. All righty.
All right. As I was starting to say, while I was tuning, that this is a portion of the show where we want to feature my band, my entire orchestra. Tanya,
Where are
they're
they?
right here,
Oh.
all in one. My lovely wife Tanya Rae Brown, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Or should I say, gentlemen? She sure does. She sings like an angel, as Steve says, and we're going to feature you. What would you like to do, Tanya, for the?
Let's do Handyman.
Let's do that old Handyman. I was just going to say that. All right. One we came up on a rainy afternoon, and it's a good one. Tanya Rae.
There's a faucet dripping water in the kitchen, and it's barely getting down the drain. Up on the roof, there's a few shingles missing, and it's letting in a whole lot of rain. Since you've been gone, things are getting mighty lonesome, and I sure could use a helping hand. There's a lot around here needs attention, and I'm waiting on my handyman. He took a job on a temporary basis, said he'd be back in a month or so. But now everything's going all to pieces, and I think I'll just let it go. He left a whole lot of unfinished business, and I tell him every day on the phone that this handyman just better make a house call and get his handy stuff on home.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause a handyman comes in mighty handy. He's a mighty handy son of a gun. He's just my kind of guy, the twinkle in his eye. He sure knows how to get the job done. When he gets home, nothing's gonna get neglected. He's making all the home improvements that he can. Time for little old me to get some TLC, and I'm waiting on my handyman. Cause a handyman comes in mighty handy. He's a mighty handy son of a gun. He's just my kind of guy with the twinkle in his eye. He sure knows how to get the job done. When he gets home, nothing's gonna get neglected. He's making all the
Hey, Tanya Rae.
Thank you.
Woo! Waiting on me. Yeah!
Thank you, all you guys.
Yeah, fill
All
up
two
that
of ya?
room. Wait a minute. Let's do one more time. Yeah! Come on up here. Come
All
on
right,
up
knock
here,
it
Steve,
off.
Where they can hear it. All right. Well, that was mighty fine. I enjoyed that a lot. And got my steel guitar back in tune. So that always makes it nice. Kind of a little extra perk there. Okay. Are you up for a duet?
Let's do it.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted to wait on that. We did have a request for So Close Yet So Far Away. And this is for End Wrench.
End wrench.
End Wrench. Okay.
Thanks for the tip.
Yes, thank you very much for the tip. And End Wrench is taking advantage of his opportunity to, or her, End Wrench could be a woman. I'm not sure. It could be a lady, could be a man. I'm not sure. But either way, he or she is taking advantage of the opportunity to tip through our electronic tip jar there, Venmo or PayPal, right there on your screen. And what's that?
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were signaling me.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. Okay. And we do appreciate those tips. We keeps us alive and well, and we do appreciate it. We bring you these shows twice weekly, unless otherwise designated. They are Saturday and Wednesday at 6. My daughter is over there making faces at me. At 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. That's it. And let's see, we're getting some more requests up on the board. Very good. And I want to thank GHS Strings also. Take this opportunity for providing us with strings all through the years. Great product. If you're a guitar player, I'd strongly suggest you use GHS products because they really do the job. Tanya uses the bronze acoustic guitar set, and I use the boomers for both steel and guitar, and they're a great product, as I said. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's go ahead and do that duet by request. We've survived the storms of life, all kinds of weather, and we're as close as two sweethearts could be.
But we're a husband and a wife who can't be together. And there's 1,000 miles between you and me. 'Cause
I need you here more than I need these tears.
the more you're gone, the more I miss you every day.
Till I'm holding you tight, there won't be nothing right. And we're so close, yet we're so far away. call you on the phone for just a moment. It's like you're right here with me.
And the miles that we're apart, they start breaking my heart. How far away and how much closer
Can two sweethearts be? 'Cause I need you here more than I need these tears.
The more you're gone, the more I miss you every day.
Till I'm holding you tight, there won't be nothing right when we're so close, yet we're so far away. Another honky-tonk burned down, just a joint I used to hang around. I sang and played that old honky-tonk sound while only people poured their troubles down. A lot of memories came and went, a lot of younger days got spent when the folks stopped coming round. The honky-tonk burned down. Well, I spent my youth cutting my first tooth in a honky-tonk downtown. Traveled near and far, played every honky-tonk bar, miles and miles around. Just trying to learn that time to burn, and the honky-tonk music in my soul. The honky-tonks are coming down, ain't too many left around, and it don't look like they're building anymore. Another honky-tonk burned down, they're stomping out my old stomping ground. I sang and played that old honky-tonk sound while only people poured their troubles down. A lot of memories came and went, a lot of younger days got spent when the folks stopped coming round. Another honky-tonk burned down. Burn it down. Wasn't built too well, had an old musty smell and a honky-tonk hardwood floor. Folks would come to drink and dance, get rowdy and romance. Tomorrow they'd be back to get some more. But just a country inn or a hotbed of sin, you could have knocked the whole place down with just a shove. Somebody finally lit a match, now it's just a pile of trash, but it's where I heard the music that I love. Honky-tonk burned down, a cardboard Carnegie Hall I hung around. I sang and played that old honky-tonk sound while only people poured their troubles down. A lot of memories came and went, younger days got spent, folks stopped coming round. Another honky-tonk burned down. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, by request. Now, I don't know who requested that one. I don't think there's a name underneath it, but we hope you enjoyed that. We've got a request for KGB from Stephen M. Short, and we will do that for you, sir. And we appreciate the tip. It says that you donated to our electronic tip jar, and we do appreciate that. So let's go ahead and do that for him right now. We've got a request for Read 'em and Weep. And just because I write them doesn't mean I remember them, as I've said before on this show. And I wish I could remember all the words to that. It's one of the better ones I've written, I think. It's a very good song. It was written for the I believe, the Long Walk Back album. And it was one of Pig Robbins' favorite songs. He always told me that one had possibilities. Of course, it never really went anywhere except as an album cut. But, I mean, Pig Robbins, when he tells you that, I mean, he's probably...
Now you have two people that like it.
Yeah. And the person who requested it is named Luminous Grin. I love that. But, you know, Pig Robbins, the great piano player who played on several of our albums, he is probably the most recorded musician of all time. That's a little bit of trivia.
Wow.
Yeah, he's played more sessions with more people than anybody, not just country sessions. And incredible musician and a very intuitive guy. He would tell all the guys in the group kind of how to read their charts. And of course, he's blind, but he's got a photographic memory, so he can tell them. I'll never forget, we were doing a session one time, and he said, now don't forget that pair of 55s right out there at the fourth bar. Pair of 55s. And they all get their pencils out and they write down. I don't know what a pair of 55s is, but they did and he did, and I'll never forget that. He had them all lined out. Okay. And that session was for that happened on was for the Mixed Bag album, I believe, and then he stopped working after that. He'd gotten sick, and he stopped. That was his last session for a long time, and then he got back in and did some more after that. Let's see what we got going here. So let's go ahead and do that KGB for Stephen M. Short, and I will promise to try and work up Read 'Em and Weep, because that's a good one. I'm going to dial it up tonight and listen to it, and maybe next week we'll be able to play it for you. The top tipper will receive, what will the top tipper, the one who tips the most, what kind of gift will they get?
CD.
A CD.
And do we have any posters left?
Yeah, we got posters. We'll
Okay.
send a poster and a CD, and the one from last week was going to get this bumper sticker that, so the one from last
Went
week.
missing?
Well, it's around here.
Okay.
We got a Junior Brown bumper sticker, a very rare item, so we want to send that out. And I've got a couple of those. I think I'm going to send one of those to Cheryl Carson as well, because she's been so kind to us. Okay. KGB. She's a real Russian beauty, Bella like a totin' cutie. She's a whole lot of fun on a date. She's an undercover agent, and I'm just another fool. She's trying to investigate. Her name is Double Agent Beatrice Knock 'em off the third, and she's a threat to national security. In the undercover world, she's a pretty KG girl. That's why they call her KGB. KGB, KGB, cagiest babushka in the land of the free. Getting secrets undercover from so many others, but she's only getting loving out of me. Met a gal the other day in a strange sort of way, taking pictures of my house from her car. She said she was a tourist, but she seemed more adventurous than just a gal from the USSR. She was handing out the borscht, so I jumped right in her Porsche and felt a wire going right up my sleeve. By the time we started kissing, half of Moscow was listening to the prisoner of KGB. KGB, KGB, why'd you go and play them dirty tricks on me? Getting secrets undercover from so many others, but you're only getting loving out of me. You got a sexy looking hemline, and them boys back at the Kremlin keep an eye on her every step. but my love will never stop for that cagey Russian cop. And I'm needing all the loving I can get. But I ain't walking down the aisle till she throws away my file and gets those surveillance cameras off of me. I ain't wearing that corsage till there's no more espionage from double agent KGB. KGB, KGB, cagiest babushka in the land of the free. Getting secrets undercover from so many others, but she's only getting loving out of me. Yeah, she's only getting loving out of me. KGB.
What's with this Discord? Discord?
That ain't
Discord or
Discord.
that chord?
I play Discord and that. I'm still making payments on this one. Of course, I had to search for it a little bit.
It was on there somewhere.
Yeah, I had to put a little bit of that Dr. Zhivago there on the end of there. Kind of spice it up a little bit. Okay, well, we are... Stephen, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed attempting it for you. And we've been getting a lot of requests for that one lately, as a matter of fact. So I'm glad I kind of relearned that. As I said, I write these songs, most of them, and I don't remember a lot of them. And I have to go back and relearn them. So your requests give me the opportunity to do that. Well, you requested one earlier that I had kind of pulled out of the old vault. That, of course, this one I didn't write. It's a classic by the great Hank Williams. And let's try the Long Gone Lonesome Blues. What do you say? I went down to the river to watch the fish swim by. When I got to the river, so lonesome I wanted to die, oh Lord. Then I jumped in the river, but the doggone river was dry. She's long gone, and now I'm lonesome blue. Well, I had me a woman, she wouldn't be true. She made me for my money, then she made me blue. A man needs a woman that he can lean on, but my leaning post is done left and gone. She's a long gone, and now I'm lonesome blue. She told me on Sunday she was checking me out. Along about Monday she was nowhere about. And here it is Tuesday, ain't had no news. I got those gone but not forgotten blues. She's long gone, and now I'm lonesome blue. I'm gonna find me a river, one that's cold as ice. When I find me that river, I don't wanna pay the price so low. We're going down in it 3 times and then only coming up twice. She's a long gone, and now I'm lonesome blue. Thank you. Thank you very much. One of our favorites, by one of our favorites, the great Hank Williams. All right. And last time we were playing, one of the last times we played in Nashville, I think it was, where was that? Jet Williams came out. Hank Williams' daughter came out and visited with us.
Was it the Ryman?
Was it the Ryman Auditorium? Yeah, well, fitting enough, right? The Ryman Auditorium there. And we had a great time visiting with her, and she was very kind to us. And we sat around the dressing room singing old Hank songs, maybe in the same spot where he had sung them so many years ago. Well, on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe button. Even if you don't like us, pretend like you do. Push the like button, and stay up to date on all the upcoming shows. And each show is different, and sometimes we cut up pretty well, and sometimes we get dead serious. But either way, we have a good time right here, and I want to thank you for pushing that like button, because it's the more subscribers we have, the better. And of course, we thank you for your kind donations to our tip jar, which we surely need. You have something you look like chomping at the bit there. You keep going up there.
No, we'll see you again Wednesday.
Oh, that's
6
right.
o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Don't forget that.
6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, Wednesday. So tune us in. Tune us in and turn us on. But
Okay,
don't drop us out.
Party lights?
No, I want to do a song about that Ryman Auditorium. I wrote this little story about that old Ryman Auditorium. You know, the Ryman Auditorium is where they used to have the Grand Ole Opry. They call it the Mother Church of country music. The Grand Ole Opry was based out of there from, I believe, 1941 until 1974, at which time the whole downtown area had fallen into decline. It was really scary to go down there after dark. It was a pretty rough spot. And there was a lot of talk of tearing down the Ryman, and I'm sure glad they didn't do that. But they had moved the Grand Ole Opry out to a place called Opryland, which was an amusement park. Well, Opryland is gone now, and it's Shopryland. It's a shopping mall has replaced the amusement park. But the Grand Ole Opry building is still there, and that's where they do the Grand Ole Opry shows now. And as the decades went by, they gradually revitalized that downtown area and remodeled the Ryman and everything, and now it's a big tourist mecca down there, a lot of business down there. And they've been doing some of the Opry shows back at the Ryman occasionally. And we've had the opportunity of doing some of those. And I kind of wrote this song about back in the day, 1974, when it was almost torn down. I remember Pete Rowan and I went in there one time, and in the afternoon there was a janitor in there. He let us go in there and poke around, do it all. And that was, I kind of liked it before they remodeled it, but that's another story. I'm the Phantom of the Opry. I've been here since 75, down in the basement. This old Opry house is where I choose to reside. 75 was the time my kind of style began to slide and really start to take a dive. Since that year I've been a living down here, shut away from the world outside. They haven't had a show upstairs since 1974. And now that they started making noise again, I heard them poking around the upper floor. Some snoopy kids or winos on the skids could discover my secret life. 'Cause I'm the Phantom of the Opry, and folks are scared to come around here at night. I'm the Phantom of the Opry. I don't listen to the bugs and the mice. The only sound that I hear is the music sweet and clear, the way they played it here on Saturday nights. And was it that long ago I played my first Opry show, hung around with Hank Snow and the like. Now I'm a phantom of this Opry, like some ghost from another life. Last night I had a dream, they discovered me, just like some episode from Scooby-Doo. I said if it wasn't for those meddling kids and their dog, why, I'd have probably gotten away with it too. Then I awoke from the dream and things just weren't what they seemed. Is this some scene that I created in my mind? Am I the Phantom of the Opry, just a relic from another time? Am I the Phantom of the Opry? Has it been such a long time? Panhandle rag. I broke the panhandle off that last part. Okay. All right.
Coming to a close. Let's do that.
No, we can't be. Oh, let me see some more. Want to thank you to Anders. I'll back it up. Anders Swanson for the tip. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that for that kind donation. Or Anders, that might be a gal. Thank you either way, sir or ma'am. Whoever did it, we appreciate that very much. Oh, we got a little request for party lights. I'm a guy who likes to party and stay out late at night. I love those party faces and those pretty party lights. There's another kind of party lights that I can't stand to see. There's a man in that patrol car and he don't wanna party with me. I should have stayed back at your party when the party lights were there. I was by your side on a carnival ride. It's a roller coaster, flashing, crashing, party nightmare. If I ever make it home tonight, a more careful man I'll be. When I see those party lights come on, the party's over for me. I'm looking at the stars and all night bars, but this party isn't real. The only star I see is on his shirt, and the bars are made of steel. Those party lights lit up so bright, just like a Christmas tree. When I see those party lights come on, the party's over for me. I should have stayed back at your party when the party lights were there. I was by your side on a carnival ride. It's a roller coaster, flashing, crashing, party nightmare. I better make it home tonight, or careful man I'll be. When I see those party lights come on, the party's over for me. When I see those party lights come on, the party's over for me. All right, I'm trying to get through these as quick as I can. I want to say hello to Brazil. Is that the country of Brazil? I believe it might be, unless it's a person by the name of Brazil. What do you think, Matt? No, to the country. Well,
okay.
let's tip our hats
To Brazil.
to Brazil. We thank you for your kind support. We do accept pesos here. Do they have pesos in Brazil? I don't know. I don't know what the currency is over there. But anyway, a good old credit card will do the job, folks. In any
And they will-
language.
Yes, they will. They'll translate it.
They will translate it to our tip jar, and we do appreciate those kind donations to
Hang up.
PayPal and Venmo. All right, I think was it Brazil? Someone from Brazil wanted to hear? Okay. Hang up and drive, get off of that telephone. Cause you all over the road and you ain't looking where you're going. All you do is a yakety yak. You ain't looking where you're at. Come on and hang up and drive, get off of that telephone. I mean, I just about had it with all the gizmos and the gadgets. Like a warm electric pillow you got pushed up tight against your head. Got some communication. You ain't got no concentration. Baby, you look like you can use all the good advice that you can get. You too, mister. So come on, hang up and drive. Get off of that telephone. You've been all over that road and you ain't looking where you're going. All you do is a yakety yak. Ain't looking where you're at. Come on and hang up and drive. Get off of that telephone. Baby, you look like you've been napping. The way you're driving when you're yapping. It's a big responsibility trying to drive that automobile. I can see that you're not thinking straight. Where you took that fella's parking space. Got thing up your face. You act like you asleep at the wheel. Come on and hang up and drive. Get off of that telephone. You all over the road and you ain't looking where you're going. All you do is a yakety yak. You had a Ford or a a Chevy, Toyota, or Cadillac. Hang up and drive, get off of that telephone. Get off that telephone, boys and girls, and get back to the real world. Heads up, hang up and drive, get off of that telephone. That includes texting. Hang up and drive, get off of that telephone. I'm griping about your Skyping. Hang up and drive, get off of that telephone. Your Twitters is giving me the jitters. Hang up and drive, get off of that telephone. 'Cause you can't look when you're on Facebook. Hang up and drive, get off of that telephone. Your Snapchat ain't where it's at. Your Instagram just caused a traffic jam. Be a little humbler with your Tumblr. Your Tinder just caused a fender bender. Your Pinterest is of no interest. Oh my goodness. Hang up and drive, get off of that cellophane, or is it cellophane? Anyway, it's a piece of plastic, so put it down and drive. Please. All right, thank you. Now, why did the picture get small and there's no more writing on it?
Because we're done.
We can't be done.
We're done.
All right, somebody requested catfish and collard greens. I want to try that. I want to give that one a try because we don't do this one very often, and I always have trouble with the words. Okay, so we're going to give that a shot. Oh, he's got the words up for me. Okay. The right kind of woman, and she's a woman of my dream. Right kind of woman, 'cause she knows a few special things, like cooking up a batch of loving and some catfish and collard greens. She gets it going in the kitchen like a woman that I've ever seen. Wearing no fancy clothes, but she knows what this country boy needs. A whole bunch of loving, some catfish and collard greens. She's cooking catfish, collard greens. She's cooking up a mess of loving, make a man jump up and scream. You ought to see my baby. She's stirring up a big old pot of beans. Knows how to get me going with her catfish and collard greens. Oh yeah. She got me eating catfish and my guts about to bust out at the seam. Yeah, I just can't get enough, and every week I bust a big old pair of jeans. I'm just crazy about her loving her catfish and her collard green. She got me fishing for them channel cats in every muddy river, lake, and stream. And when I holler for them collards, she starts boiling up a big old pot of steam. And she adds a bunch of lovin' to that catfish and collard green. She's cooking catfish, collard green. She's cooking up a mess of lovin', make a man jump up and scream. You ought to see my baby when she's stirring up a big old pot of beans. Nothing like good lovin', some catfish and collard green. Yeah, you ought to see my baby cooking catfish and collard green. Ain't nothing like good lovin', some catfish and collard green. Catfish and collard green.